Do you know that awkward feeling when you join the new group, the new team, and you feel like a freak because you are different and you feel different from anyone in this group? I know that feeling. It happened to me many times. When I graduated from DePaul University in Chicago, and I started working as a technical consultant with and for Americans, I realized that I don't belong. First, English was my second language. I didn't get American jokes, and I was terrible in small talk, so I had no idea about American football and so on. And you can imagine that if you work as a consultant, joking and doing small talk is really, really important, especially that you work over the phone. But I stopped whining, and I didn't cry, sit at home and cry. Instead, I decided to use my unique background and international experience to help my clients. And so I did. I did my best to do my job. And one day, my manager called me and asked to come to his office. And of course, I was terrified. And he said, Ola, actually, clients are pretty happy with your work, but I just got a call from one of the clients, and he said, I want to work only with Ola. And I said, wow, this is amazing. And he had no idea what I did, and I had no idea either. And I just said, I did my job, basically. And after that time, it happened to me many times that when I had the courage to be myself and to be different, people appreciated that, or at least they remembered me. Actually, 5 of 7 of my jobs were landed because I was recommended. But people didn't recommend me because I'm nice. They recommended me because they knew me, they knew my skills. I helped them, I worked with them, I gave them advice, or I just said something positive, and they liked my attitude. And this is what we call networking. Networking is building the social network. And I'm not talking about Facebook or LinkedIn. I'm talking about real people, talking to real people, building real relationships with them. And it's really important that you appreciate every single person on your way. You don't have to like everyone, but just appreciate them. Because you never know what future is going to bring. Once I met a lady. I don't remember her name, but I remember her story. She said that she was a mentor to students, and she helped them with career advice, with practicing interviews, and so on. And once she got a call from her mentee. It was like 5 years after she was a mentor for her. And she says, you know what, we are looking for a person, for a good match to our team. Maybe you will join us. And she said, I was shocked. But that work, that good work that I did before, was so impressive for her that she remembered me for so long. So this is how taking care and building relationships can help you in your personal life. But growing network and being, bringing value to people can also change the history. You probably know the name of Martin Luther King Jr., but some of you may not know the story of Rosa Parks. And she was the one who started the movement in 1950s. It was December 1st, 1955. She was tired going back home from work. She took a bus, she took a seat. And when the bus got crowded, the driver asked her to give the seat to the white passenger, according to Alabama segregation law. But she refused. She had the courage to break the rules, to say no. and she got arrested, and she went to jail. And she wasn't the first one who broke the rules, right? We have many people who break the law. But what was different this time was her network, because she was really well known in the society. She was respected because she was a volunteer and she did a great job for the society. So when she went to jail, her friends and her connections pressed so hard that they asked Martin Luther King Jr. to become the leader of the movement. And he was like, nah, you know, I have a baby at home. I don't feel it's the right time. I'm scared. But they pushed him. They pushed him so hard that he became the leader. And you know his name till today. And they started the movement. And this is how silent heroes, who basically do the right job, do the right work, change the world. Because nowadays, most of the people want to be superstars, want to be next Steve Jobs or next Elon Musk. But if you follow their paths and you stop thinking about your unique gift, you will be another copy. And today, my goal here is to encourage you to look inside. Think about this value, this way you are different from everyone else. Because everyone here has this unique gift. And use this gift, present it to the world. Have the courage to be different, to raise your hand and say, I disagree. And if you do that, you will not only change the world, change the history, you will also be happy. Thank you.